Wednesday afternoon on Long Island sees Game 2 of a Double-A showdown featuring the Wantagh Warriors and the Plainedge Red Devils on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is sponsored by Blaze Pizza. Baseball fans, get fired up with fast-fired pizzas from Blaze, made just the way you want. And we welcome you high above the rooftops across out in center field. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez. Rob, it's Game 2 of 3 in a much-needed series victory for either one of these squads with Wantagh and Plainedge.
Yeah, a little crosstown rival going on, both of them. At the top of the standings, Plainedge has been playing fantastic baseball. Wantagh consistent all season long. Got quite a pitcher's duel here, and John, on a beautiful day, wind blowing in. Maybe not a lot of home runs, but we should see some good hitting going on today.
Should be a lot of fun as we get set to go for the first pitch of the ball game, and that's taken on the outer half to the leadoff hitter, A.J. Barty, who's hitting .585 on the year. We'll talk more about Barty in a second as Jackson Torres, the birthday boy, celebrating the big 1-4, takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. A.J. Barty, heck of a year that he's having so far, hitting .585 on the year, three-time All-County selection. And a breaking ball just misses outside, and it's 1-2.
And what do you want more out of a leadoff hitter than a .585 batting average? Never mind the on-base percentage. This kid can get on base, and he can fly when he's on him.
Yeah, and that's such a great characteristic to have for a catcher in Barty. He's been a 4-year catcher, as that's high and away. And the count 2-2.
Yeah, typically not something you get out of the catcher position, but there were guys even in the major leagues. Jason Kendalls of the world come to mind that can run and hit the ball.
And a fantastic defender as well. And that's exactly what Kendall was. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the opening batter, A.J. Barty. And that fastball just misses. Jackson Torres has a great arsenal. The Plainedge pitcher today, only a freshman. Someone who can dial it up and at times can touch mid-80s, which is way ahead of schedule for just a 14-year-old. And a fastball in the dirt, and A.J. Barty works the leadoff walk. Let's beat the starting lineup very quickly for Wantagh, as Wantagh and the starting lineups are brought to you by the Long Island Huskies, a new growing program. The LA Huskies' current owner and 15U team, Brian Tatelman, member of the 2012 Seawolves College World Series team. There you see Barty, Tommy Wonderlich, Jack Tate, Paul Fontana, Ryan Tulo, Ryan Caniglio, Lou DeLuca, along with Shane Russo and Cole Spinelli. And a pickoff throw over to first, and like we mentioned, lineups are brought to you by the LI Huskies. Spots still available for the 17 and 18U teams. If you're interested, go to lihuskies.com. A.J. Barty running, hit and run is on, and it's splash foul off to the right side. And the count 0-1 to Tommy Wonderlich. We mentioned it was Game 2 of the series, Rob. Wantagh winning yesterday 7-5. Keith Sachs, the head coach for Wantagh, saying it wasn't the prettiest of wins, but a win is a win is a win. And that's the old credo as Wantagh in first place in the Double-A 1 division.
Yeah, you notice that those head coaches are really never satisfied. You win the game, it's a big game, 7-5, and you walk away going, we hit 5 batters, it wasn't up to my standards.
Yeah, 5 batters, a couple of walks in there, but Wantagh picking up their 12th win of the year. And Wonderlich yesterday, a couple of hits as well, as the fastball stays upstairs. Well, this is the Plainedge High School facility that can really get into the jet stream. If you get a hold of one, it's going to go out. Some coaches joking that it's like the course field of Long Island with the dimensions and the way that the ball plays. But today with the wind blowing in, regardless of the sun, it might be a little bit tough to get one over the fence.
If someone can do it, though, it's this young man at 200 pounds, 5'8", 200 pounds. Was a designated hitter. He can pack a wallop.
Yeah, Wonderlich's a junior. He was called up to the team last year and wasn't really allowed to play the field, but bats second as a junior this year, and he's hitting .348 with 3 extra base hits and 12 RBIs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and another throw over, and A.J. Barty dives back safely. Jackson Torres, the number 2 starter in the Plainedge rotation. And a breaking ball fouled off.
Good pitch selection there at 1-2. 2 strikes. Right now, Torres, walking that first batter, trying to find control. Doesn't want to be too concerned with the runner at first at the moment. Keep him honest, but get that out.
Not the best count to run either. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the number 2 hitter and Wonderlich. The pitch on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. And Wunderlich is down for the first out. And, of course, that strikeout brought to you by Blaze Pizza. Join Blaze Rewards to get access to exclusive rewards and earn flames for free pizza, cheesy bread, and more. Join now at blazepizza.com or download the Blaze Pizza app in the App Store. One away, and that brings up the number 3 hitter, Jack Tate, the center fielder. As Torres and the rest of the Plainedge coaching staff infatuated with Barty over at first. That's now the 6th time that they've thrown over after issuing the leadoff walk. Tate spoils a foul.
I was going to say, while you understand that they do want to pay attention to Barty, keep him close to the bag, right now Torres seems like he's found a little bit of a groove after walking the first batter. Let him do his thing. Look over there, but throw over too many times. Sometimes you see pitchers lose their rhythm, lose their focus.
Tate's a two-way player. He's going to play at Adelphi after he graduates. The senior went 4 2/3 of an inning yesterday and 4 runs on 2 hits. Struck out 8 and had a couple of hits at the plate as well.
Last throw over was pretty close, so maybe they're onto something. Catch him leaning.
Well, Barty's 7 for 8 on the base paths this year. And he's going, breaking ball inside, the throw down to second in time. And the tag applied by the second baseman, Jake Parpan, and Barty's retired for the second out. Beautiful throw by Zach Rosenweig.
Yeah, Rosenweig did a really nice job getting up to his feet. Ball was a little bit outside, pulls it in and dials it up. And they get that out at second base. And now Torres has one focus, and it's on the hitter.
Yeah, let's take another look. And not a bad jump, but after 7 throws over, it's only a matter of time.
And that was a really nice slide. He got that left hand out in front, but not enough as the tag perfectly applied to the chest area.
Swing and a miss to Tate. And the count even at 2-2. Tate an all-county selection last year as a junior, and the way that he's hitting this year and what he's doing on the mound, no reason to believe he won't go back-to-back. But he takes a fastball on the inner half. Strike 3 called. Jackson Torres retires all 3 batters, one of them on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the first on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media. Bottom of the first inning, we're scoreless. Wantagh and Plainedge, and of course today's game is being streamed live on PerfectGame.tv. From youth ball through college, watch the stars of tomorrow today. Just scan the QR code to download the free mobile app and take us with you wherever you go with great documentary content and over 100 live games a year. Perfect Game TV is the home of amateur baseball. Plainedge in their starting 9, led by Colin Fratrick in his 11th season as Nick Girardi will lead it off for the Red Devils. He's at first base. Mike Colon at third base, bats second. Bobby Westcott is out in right field, batting third. Tom DeSantis is the cleanup hitter and designated hitter, along with Jake Parpan, the second baseman. He bats fifth. Zach Rosenweig's the catcher. He bats sixth. Taylor Nitsch in center field. Nick Miller in left field. Jack Kriegelo out in shortstop. And, of course, the pitcher today is Chris Danzillo, left-handed starter, and an opportunity for the series victory today, Rob.
And a dream for a coach at 6'2" lefty, 4-0 on the season. He's got great off-speed stuff. However, he can get the velocity up into the 80s. He can miss barrel, so we'll see how he comes out to counter Jackson Torres.
And a fastball, curveball repertoire that he possesses. Sits around mid-80s. At times can get up to 87 miles per hour. And the 0-1. Skied in the air out to deep left field. That's going to chase back Tommy Wonderlick. He angles over and makes the catch for the first out.
Can of corn there. He backed up nicely and tracked it down, and like you said, one away. Only 2 pitches thrown, and that's against a Nick Girardi who can definitely smoke that ball. Just not enough on it.
Someone else who's been smoking a ball at the plate as well has been Mike Colon. He's hitting .400 on the year as the junior digs in. 4 extra base hits, 8 RBIs, and a 2-seam fastball misses high and away for ball 1. Well, Colin Fratrick always knew that Colon's bat would play. It was just a matter of him learning third base. But he's got the inherent talent that you would want out of one of those power spots in the corners.
Yeah, he's got a really clean swing and hits those line drives hard with some velocity on him. Great bat speed.
And on the ground right side, just foul. And Danzillo ahead in the count, 1-2.
So Danzillo right now very effective with the pitches. He's got an opportunity here to only use 5.
Backdoor breaking ball misses, deuces wild. This was a Plainedge team that was red hot before coming into the series against Wantagh, winning 5 in a row before dropping the series opener. As that pitch misses inside, and check that, that's ball 4 as Mike Colon reaches, and Plainedge has a 1-out base runner. Well, the other good thing about having Danzillo on the mound as Bobby Westcott digs in is a few lefties at the top of the order for Plainedge as Danzillo tries to neutralize him and misses with the changeup away for ball 1.
Yeah, Westcott, a left-handed bat, likes to spread the ball. If you look defensively still, Wantagh playing straight away on all these hitters so far. No adjustments made. And Westcott can pull the ball.
Yeah, middle infielder is at double play depth, and the third baseman, Tulo, a little off the line, but the pitch sits inside. And now Westcott ahead in the count, 2-1. Westcott, a couple of hits yesterday with a double, 2 RBIs, and struck out. Slow roller, third base side, Tulo's up, but it fires across the diamond to retire Westcott for the second out.
Did effectively manage to move the runner, but a really nice play there at third base to get the handle on it quickly and get the throw down to first. Not the fastest runner getting down there, but now with a runner in scoring position, it's going to bring up big Tom DeSantis.
Yeah, and DeSantis can really put one into the next county. You see the body type that he has a lot of power and a prime opportunity with a runner in scoring position and 2 down.
Tom's got a great attitude out there, John. I've had the pleasure of seeing Tom in the stands at basketball games, and he's a one-man show. Very vocal, emotional kid.
Well, DeSantis usually in his natural position is first base, but of course with Nick Girardi, he's not going to get many opportunities, specifically in league matchups, but contributes enough with his bat that he is the bona fide designated hitter. And when I asked Colin Fratrick how he keeps himself engaged, because there can be times where players get disengaged by not playing the field, he said, well, he has his helmet on the entire time in the dugout and is engaged in every single pitch, so he's not one of those guys that he has to worry about.
Yeah, no, Colin is has said to us, too, that Tom is one of those kind of kids that just is constantly chirping and talking and staying involved in the game. Brings the spirits up.
Chopped over to Paul Fontana, and the throw over to the covering. Danzillo not in time, as Mike Colon stays at third base.
And an unhappy first base coach there. Take another look at it over here. It's a little chopper, and you can see it gets mishandled, bobbled, and then the poor throw. And DeSantis actually noticed and decided better on running, but they are not happy with Colon at third, not recognizing the play and taking off. Kind of got caught in the middle by the time he recognized it. Nowhere to go. But runners on the corners now.
Yeah, and that brings up Jake Parpan, the second baseman, takes high for ball 1. Parpan, a two-sport athlete, hitting .281 on the year, is on the football team in the secondary. 3 hits yesterday with a double and a run scored. And watches 2 misfire out of the zone and ahead in the count 2-0. This is a younger Plainedge Red Devil team, graduating 5 seniors from a year ago, as that pitch is high and away. And 3 straight out of the zone. And Danzillo, after facing back-to-back left-handed hitters, now behind in the count to a righty in Parpan with Zach Rosenweiss on deck. And that's in there for a strike, 3-1.
And you can tell on that pitch he was looking just to get it over the plate at that point. You hope that those moments in a game don't frustrate a pitcher and take him out of a rhythm.
Cue shot foul, first base dugout.
One of the things you look at in a lot of these young athletes on the high school level is, how do they react to that adversity? They get frustrated with their team, they step up and take care of business.
Runners on the corners. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Runner from first goes, and that's up and in. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. So the walks once again coming back to haunt Wantagh. 5 walks yesterday, 2 in the first inning today, and now the bases are loaded for the Wilmington commit, Zach Rosenweig.
Yeah, you said it, John. Bases loaded, not a single hit this inning. We got an error and 2 walks. And Rosenzweig wants to take care of business here.
Attacks the first pitch up the middle. Diving stop by Ryan Canigliago, and he tags the bag. Side retired. Danzillo gets the ground out that he was looking for on a fantastic play by Ryan Canigliago. We're scoreless after the first on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Plainedge loaded the bases in the bottom of the first, but did not score, and we are tied 0-0 in the top of the second inning as Paul Fontana comes to the plate. And like we mentioned, Rob, he's one of our players to watch today, and our Impact players are brought to you by the Long Island Huskies, new growing program. The Long Island Huskies' current owner, Brian Tatelman, member of the 2012 Stony Brook Seawolves College World Series team. Spots are still available for the 17 and 18U teams. If you're interested, visit lihuskies.com. It's A.J. Barty and Jack Tate in there as well.
Sorry, and if you take a look at Barty there, 585. We mentioned it earlier, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. Had a 12-game hit streak broken up yesterday, so that kid can get on base. And speaking of on base, and another on base machine, you got Jack Tate over there. He's got a 372 on base percent. Oh, sorry, OPS. No, batting average, my bad. I'm looking all over the place. 372 batting average. He's got 15 RBIs on the season, 8 extra base hits. Tate can fly around the bases. A lot of talent there and ability to hit the ball.
You know what it is? It's all video game type numbers for these guys. I mean, how many teams have not just one, but multiple players that have OPSs over 1,100. That's what Wantagh has been bringing to the table, as Wantagh has really been pouring it on. In fact, they haven't lost the game since April 11th against Lynbrook. They had a tie against Mineola. That was due to darkness, but either way, they knocked around Valley Stream North, sweeping them, and then Plainedge 7-5 in Game 1 as Paul Fontana steps to the plate.
Yeah, that first pitch, a high heat there. I love that Torres challenging him right away.
And a breaking ball, wave and a miss, 1-1. All right, check that 0-2. I apologize. Says Fontana headed to Queens College to play for Chris Reardon at the next level. Breaking ball, lifted out to right field and down the line, and it'll go foul. And the count stays at 0-2.
So you can see the Plainedge fans and Wantagh fans privy of where not to park.
Yeah, there's 3 cars down there, and they're all Varsity Media cars. And unfortunately, I couldn't park behind one of them. So 0-2 coming. Fastball high and away. 1-2.
So Torres doing a really nice job challenging right out of the gate here with Fontana, getting those 2 strikes and then the foul.
Goes with the fastball, paints the inside corner, got him looking. 3 straight strikeouts for Jackson Torres, and there's one away in the second.
You could just feel the confidence oozing from Torres from here. Challenging with every single pitch, and we'll take a look at this one. Right on the inside corner, and that doesn't get off the shoulders of Fontana, and that's not easy to do.
And then Jackson Torres drops in an Uncle Charlie for a strike as he's ahead to Ryan Tulo, the third baseman. Right back to the box. Torres on the one hop. Rifles it over to first. 2 away.
So far, Torres getting it done all by himself here. Getting some weak swings or no swings at all, and he's dialed in right now.
2 up, 2 down to begin the second. Here's Ryan Canigliaro, the shortstop, made a fantastic play to end the bottom of the first inning and watches below the knees for ball 1. Canigliaro, only a junior, 2 for 4 yesterday. He's hitting .310 on the year with a home run and 13 RBIs. High heat, wave and a miss, 1-1.
And again, like you said, John, it seems like everybody's on a hit streak right now. He's currently on a 3-game hitting streak himself.
Chop to the right side. Nick Girardi picks it up in foul territory, applies the tag regardless. And now Torres ahead in the count 1-2. And Rob, you gotta like the way that Torres just goes out there and attacks hitters.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I mean, right now he knows he's up against a pretty strong lineup. He's taking it right to them. It looks like we might have a little injury on the side there.
It was a hard tag on Canigliaro coming up the line, and that's one of those in-between hops where who really has the right to run and field the ball, and both runner and fielder will tell you it's my right over there, and unfortunately a big tag there. Maybe it knocks the wind out of Canigliaro, but he digs back in. Now behind in the count 1-2.
Well, I thought Girardi did a pretty good job staying out of base paths when he collected it, but looks like everything's okay. But back to Torres, like you were saying, he is challenging everybody, and so far the contact that he's got, it's been weak contact. You know, they're really not seeing the ball well, and he's got control of all his stuff so far. It's not just the heater.
2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He blew a fastball by him. Jackson Torres, 2 scoreless innings to begin his birthday on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Let us cater your next pizza party, school event, or even on-site business meeting. For Blaze Pizza, we've partnered with Easy Cater to provide your group large order options that are easy to select and sure to be the most popular guest at your event. Use the QR code on the screen. Simply put in your address at the top of the page, select the restaurant nearest to you. You'll be directed to a secure order site through Easy Cater, and they'll do the rest. From guiding you through how much food to order to securely taking your payment and arranging a delivery professional. Feeding your group just got a whole lot easier with Blaze Pizza. Taylor Nitch will lead it off for the Plainedge Red Devils. 7-8-9 against Chris Danzillo, who walked the tightrope in the first inning. Rob Anderson and Plainedge not able to get the big hit to bring in the runs as fastball fouled right back to the screen, and Danzillo's ahead 0-1.
As you said, walking the tightrope, he did have a pair of walks that inning, left the bases loaded, and it was a spectacular play at shortstop to get out of that inning.
Taylor Nitch was the starter in yesterday's game, a 7-5 win for Wantagh on the road. Only went 2 innings, gave up 5 runs early, and was batted around. And as a two-way player, gets the start in center field on games that he's not pitching. As Danzillo with a backdoor slider. Count 1-1.
Yeah, Nick's batting .348 on the season, and he can fly when he's on the bases.
Feels like a lot of guys are hitting over .340 on both of these squads.
Yeah, you're looking at two of the best teams that have to offer in this area, in this conference. And, yeah, like you said, it's like a video game. Everybody up there has a specific set of skills.
On the outside corner, strike 3 called as Danzillo picks up his first K of the afternoon. Well, at Blaze Pizza, it's the best place to grab a fast-fired pizza made with delicious ingredients and over 30 toppings to choose from. We've got freshly made salads, homemade lemonade, and decadent desserts on the menu at your local Blaze Pizza. We offer gluten-free, keto, and vegan options to satisfy any craving. At Blaze Pizza, there's no place to go wrong, especially like a curveball on the outside corner. Rob Anderson.
Well done there, John.
Well, and Danzillo blazes one past Nick Miller, the starting left fielder.
And it seems like Danzillo now looking for a little touche with Torres, right? Torres had a heck of a first inning, getting out with 3 batters. Little bit of a struggle, not just for Danzillo, but for the team in the first inning with the error. And now settling in nicely, and I think we're going to be in for a pitcher's duel.
And misses high. Well, the interesting thing about these two schools, they're only separated by about 7 miles, if that. A lot of, at least for Wantagh and Plainedge too, because they're smaller schools, you get multi-sport athletes. As this is cued out to right center field, it's going to roll all the way to the wall. And Nick Miller parks it in with the first single of the day for the Red Devils. My point being that a lot of these players know each other, and Torres, of course, only a freshman, has a lot on his shoulders. And for Danzillo, an elder statesman in his outright, he doesn't want to be shown up by a first-year pitcher.
Not even on his birthday. No, without a doubt. You're right. It's like a little bit of a crosstown rival because of the school's size.
Could be 2. Shane Russo to the turn. Canigliaro. In time, he got him. A 4-6-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered. 2 innings complete. We're scoreless on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Jackson Torres, happy birthday. 2 hitless innings. He struck out 4 through the first 2, as he has been in pinpoint control as we go to the top of the 3rd inning and bottom 3rd of the order for the Warriors.
Yeah, you said it, John. Right now, Torres mixing all his pitches together, finding the strike zone. 6 up, 6 down, 4 Ks so far. So he is certainly feeling himself. And Danzillo doing a nice job of countering it. Miller stopping at first on a ball hit in the gap. I know he's not that fast. He is the backup catcher. But, again, I feel like Plainedge is just missing out on some little things to get a run across the board or at least get themselves in a situation to score. So we'll see how they do defensively here against a Wantagh team that's still waiting for a base runner.
It's an interesting configuration in right center field here at Plainedge High School because down the right field line is deeper than right center field. So if that ball's hit down the line in right field, you're right. It's an extra base hit. Yeah. But I think it was a good job by Jack Tate ranging over just to hold Miller to a single. As Torres delivers the first pitch to Lou DeLuca. DeLuca hitting 182 on the year, hitless in his last 5 at-bats. He's got 2 doubles on the season. Tucked high and inside. And Torres missing 2 straight to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, DeLuca's struggling at the moment, and I'm sure he will be happy with a walk against Jackson Torres right now. we could suspect that the next pitch is going to be a take all the way, so we'll see if Torres just lays one in there.
Well, Rob, I know that we're both old school type of guys, but part of adapting obviously is digging into the numbers. And the one silver lining for DeLuca is he's hitting 182. His on-base percentage is 282 as he takes a fastball all the way. But that's an indicator of he still gets on base. Yeah. So even though he is struggling, he finds a way to get aboard and create opportunities for the Warriors. 3-1 pitch outside, and right on cue, it's a leadoff walk to the DH for the Warriors, and that'll bring up Shane Russo.
Yeah, I'm surprised Torres didn't just challenge him again, thinking that he's going to take all the way on that one as well. He knew on the 3-0 it was probably going to be a take. He laid one right down the middle. And with a base runner on here, and one that doesn't really have a propensity to steal, but this sets up Shane Russo.
Russo hitless in 2 at-bats yesterday, drew a walk and pulls back the bunt for ball 1.
Russo also struggling at the dish right now. Hitless in his last 9 at-bats, so they're looking to get something brewing at the bottom of the order. Torres making it look easy for the top 6.
He's a returning starter, was the starting third baseman last year, pulls back the bunt. And Torres having difficulty locating. As the third baseman, Mike Colon, keeps pinching in. DeLuca with average speed off of first. And that's double tapped at the plate, foul. 2-1.
We'll see if they continue to go with that bunt to try to push the runner over there and set it up for Sinelli.
The one thing that we'll see today, or might not see a lot because of the 2 catchers behind the plate, is stolen base attempts. We saw Rosenweig already throw out A.J. Barty, and Barty's got a cannon in his own right.
Like you said, throwing out Barty is a notch on the belt there. Oh.
Popped right to the third baseman, Colon. And an unsuccessful sacrifice as DeLuca has to park it at first. 1 away.
Yeah, and that'll get your head scratching as far as a coach goes. Worst possible scenario there. Could have been worse. That, in the fact that DeLuca was cognizant enough to get back to the base pretty quickly. Could have doubled him up. And I think Colon was thinking that.
1-on-1 out for Cole Spinelli, the number 9 hitter. Spinelli, another guy like Russo, and that's the thing with this Wantagh lineup. And just looking at the numbers, they don't have the highest batting averages, but their slash lines and their splits bode well. He's hitting 140 points higher for his on-base percentage. And so Spinelli, another table setter, and seen as that double leadoff guy with A.J. Barty looming on deck. So Wantagh team that came into today's game 12-1-1. And a chance to win the series against Plainedge with a victory today. Fastball hits the outside corner, 2-1.
And as we said earlier, Plainedge, same thing, pretty much playing defensively straight away at the moment. Looking to try to get a double play and get out of this inning with only 9 hitters up at the dish today.
Lays off the fastball.
And so Torres just missing now, right? He was like, we were saying pinpoint, precision, 2 innings, and now just a little bit off the plate. He's really not missing by much.
3-1. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him. The count is full. Well, the interesting thing about Torres, and you have to remember, he's just so young, and it's not his fault, but might at this stage be seen more as a thrower. You see the high velocity, and as he gets older and develops his off-speed pitches, he's going to be dominant. Hit on the ground right side, and that's through for a base hit as Spinelli keeps the line moving. DeLuca moves over to second, and that'll bring up A.J. Barty with runners on first and second and 1 down.
And a nice job by Spinelli there just to make enough contact to squeak it through, and it doesn't get any better positionally. We'll take another look here. Just reaches out, slaps the ball, Ichiro style, and gets it through first and second base. Like I said, absolutely couldn't be put in a more perfect spot. And now we've got runners at first and second with Barty, a threat up at the dish.
Barty walked and was thrown out trying to steal second base his first time up. And a breaking ball below the knees, 1-0. A.J. Barty has an opportunity, and it's not official yet, but to be the first Wantagh Warrior, at least under Keith Sachs' administration, he's been around for 30 years, to win 4 all-county honors, which is obviously not an easy feat. And Barty, one of only a few players that have actually been a 4-year starter at the varsity level, and he was called up not midway through his freshman year. He was a freshman starter right away. It just goes to show how good of a player he's been over these last 4 years.
And like you said, John, on both sides of the ball, defensively, he's got a cannon, calls a good game. And then offensively, 585 speaks for itself, especially this late in the season. You know, it's not a game 3.
Curveball bends in on the inner half, and Torres with a count even at 1-1.
See if he goes back to the breaking ball on this one.
Checks the runner 3 times. Fastball, wave and a miss. And he struck him out. Well, Torres challenged him.
Love it.
That's his 5th strikeout of the day.
Yeah, you got to love it. Went right at him. I thought he was going to nitpick a little bit, but feeling himself again, and we'll see here. The high kick, and boom, got him swinging. And a nice job getting that ball in a spot that was going to be unhittable.
So a chance for Torres to get out of it. And as this one's popped up, right side of the infield, Nick Girardi on the outfield grass makes the catch. And the inning is over as Torres strands 2 through 2.5. We're scoreless on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs or call 516-403-2050. Welcome you back. Bottom of the 3rd inning. We're scoreless. Wantagh and Plainedge on the Varsity Media Sports Network. As the top of the order for Plainedge will step up to the plate, and one of those impact players will be those 3 batters that we see today. It's Nick Girardi and Zach Rosenweich, and slash rates for days.
Yeah, you take a look at Rosenzweig and home run, 12 RBIs. He's one of those power hitters, and then behind the plate, frames the ball beautifully back there. They rely on him as a catcher. Nick Girardi, another one, hard-working kid, 341 batting average. Coach said he's a weight room junkie, and even though he's got the power, he sees pitches really well and can get on base.
And Girardi does so right away. Shoots one into left field for a leadoff single, 2nd hit of the day for the Red Devils.
Nice job sitting on that one and taking it the other way. And as Coach said, he can see pitches. That's a heck of a job there, finding the hole on the left side. Take a look here. And just waits on that one, takes it the opposite way, little inside-out swing, and got a runner on first. That can't steal.
That first pitch missed down and in. The replay was playing. I apologize for that. As Mike Cologne's at the plate, he walked and was stranded at 3rd. Runner goes. It's on the inner half for a strike. The throw down to 2nd pops out of the glove of Canigliaro as he collides with Girardi, who gets the stolen base. But now the concern is for both Girardi and Canigliaro, who came together pretty awkwardly.
Yeah, Girardi, we can have a look at it here. Girardi gets a pretty good jump. He's chugging it down the line, and maybe the foot made contact with his face. Can't tell. I don't think the ball hit him. But the coaches are going to come out and check on Girardi. Now, John, did you notice a ball hitting him? Or?
No, I thought it was more on the tag going up to the face of Girardi. And the one thing in high school is that you can have a re-entry and a courtesy runner as well. So Girardi, at least coming off for now, might have a bloody lip or a chin. So that's what he is tending to right now.
Yeah, it looks like that's probably what's going on. Any type of blood immediately has to get taken care of, especially before any gets on the jersey, or else he's going to have to replace that as well. But it looks like they're just going to clean him up there and get him back on. Checking his upper lip. You got it right, John.
So Girardi steals his third base of the season, and now comes out the gauze and all the pomp and circumstance, but obviously you want Girardi and any player to be all patched up and good to go. And Girardi, such an integral part to this Plainedge team. And, you know, what's interesting is that, yes, he plays first base, but he doesn't have the traits of a traditional first baseman. He's tall, but he can run. He can slash for power. Really a five-tool player at this level is Girardi.
Yeah, it looks like he's all good to go. Yeah, he's a huge part of this team. And just like, honestly, John, it looked like the throw beat him. Heck of a throw there by Barty. But tough kid. He's back out there and ready to roll and gets a runner in scoring position now for Cologne. Cologne walked in his earlier at bat.
Count 1-1 after all of that, and that's slashing to left field for a base hit. Girardi makes a turn. He's headed home. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's up the line as Girardi scores an RBI single for Mike Cologne. And the Red Devils strike first, 1-0 in the third.
And again, a nice job by Cologne there, showing some patience, taking it the same way that Girardi did, opposite way, sits on the ball. And we'll have a look here. Boom, he gets in there and pulls it. Good job, turns the bag. I thought he was going to go on the throw home, but playing conservatively, and we know that Cologne's another one that can steal.
That first pitch breaking ball missed inside.
So I guess a busted lip doesn't slow you down. Girardi doing a nice job getting home.
No, not at all, as Bobby Westcott takes high. And the count 2-0. Well, the top of the order for Plainedge, finally able to figure out Danzillo. So on that first inning, a lot of traffic on the base paths as they didn't capitalize. And then in this inning, back-to-back singles to greet Danzillo. Slicing to left, it's going to stay up on a dive. Tommy Wunderlich makes the catch, one away.
Really nice job there by Wunderlich to time it and get it sliding on the knee and pop right back up. No tag from first to second. The big Tom DeSantis. I like that Plainedge is swinging the bat. You know, they're not sitting there waiting for anything. They decided to challenge right away. And
runner goes. The pitch outside to DeSantis. Barty's throw on a hop. Not in time, but Cologne comes off the bag but gets back in safely. Second stolen base of the inning for the Red Devils. As Cologne with his first stolen base of the season.
Good job reading that pitch, getting a great jump off of that to get the steal. And the bounce throw, not in time.
Yeah, that last pitch just missed again. So the count 2-0 to Tom DeSantis. And now 3-0.
Yeah, Danzillo losing that spot again. Came out challenging right away, but the Plainedge Red Devil hitters were looking to swing.
And 4 straight out of the zone. DeSantis works the one-out walk. Third walk by Danzillo. That brings up Jake Parpan. And now a mound visit for Danzillo.
And I got to think at this stage of the game, it's really just throw some strikes, challenge them, settle them down. They're going to probably set up at double play distance, get the infield in, ready to try to turn 2, especially with DeSantis at first, not fleet of foot, but with runners on first and second with no outs, 1 out, they're going to try to look to turn 2.
Well, and the good thing, too, at least for the Warriors side of things, is they've already turned a double play today, but not a lot of speed on the base paths, especially with DeSantis. So that's what they're going to try and do here, as Danzillo leaving a few pitches up this inning, and Plainedge early count hacking. Well, we have a break in the action coming up tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern on Perfect Game TV. It's the world premiere of the Step Up podcast, a brand new series by social media superstar / youth baseball coach Nelly Gonzalez. And Nelly's first guest tonight is Marlins all-star center fielder Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's the Step Up podcast tonight at 7 p.m. only on Perfect Game TV. Hammered foul down the right field line. That's a great first guess, Jazz Chisholm.
I was just about to say he's on my fantasy team. Had a bomb yesterday.
Me too, and and it's not an easy switch. I'm sure they'll delve into it, but going from second base to the outfield, he's handled that well, and a bright spot for the Miami Marlins in the future as the Marlins trying to, still a lot of baseball left, trying to get themselves back into the race after a tough start.
Jazz also won a contract year.
Runner goes, throw to third, in time. Good throw, A.J. Barty to throw out Mike Colon, and there's 2 away.
So, John, I'm going to ask you your opinion on this one. Let's take a look here. Really nice throw, gets out of the way, and a perfectly applied tag. You think he went on his own, or that's called?
I'm not sure.
It's a weird spot to steal. Runners on first and second, only 1 out.
Yeah, no, that's...
This call?
If you're going to steal third base, you better make it. As that pitch misses high.
I got to think it was a missed call or he went on his own. 3 balls with only 1 out with a pitcher that's kind of losing his spot. Not a great place to steal. And again, it feels like Plainedge is just doing little things right now to beat themselves out of a few runs.
Bobby Westcott's going to come out, and a pinch runner comes on for the Red Devils, and that's going to be Christian Flame, the junior.
Yeah, running for DeSantis. And Rosenzweig getting a really nice spot here. Runners on first and second. What a hit, but foul.
Rosenzweig grounded out on the fielder's choice to end the first inning. Runners on that ground ball up the middle. Ryan Canigliaro, the shortstop, with a diving play, and then tag the second base bag to get the force out. Danzillo ahead, 0-2.
Yeah, paints that outside corner and gets the call there. So you're going to definitely see Rosenzweig, who likes to swing the bat already, in a position to take a big cut.
And he is swinging, and this guy's into the neighborhood to the right side of the field.
So it's even dangerous to have a house over here. Never mind to park your car.
I'd say so. I don't know anything about homeowners insurance, but I'm sure there is a clause in there if you're playing or if you're living next to a baseball stadium. Has to be.
It has to be. I mean, as far as the cars go, I know they put up signs that just say, at your own risk.
Chopper right side. Paul Fontana's there, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. But Plainedge strikes first. It's an RBI single by Mike Colon, and the Red Devils lead at 1-0. 3 in the books on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning, a 1-0 lead for Plainedge here at Plainedge High School. Both of these teams with aspirations to make a deep run en route to a Long Island championship this year, but it starts through Nassau County. Varsity Media is your home for the 23-24, well now 24, Section 8 playoffs. And to watch them this year, go to varsitymediapass.com to order your games today. Jackson Torres has been efficient on the mound so far. 3 scoreless innings. He struck out 5. A couple of walks in there but doing a good job mixing in his breaking pitches, but really dialing up the heat.
Yeah, and doing a fantastic job with the top of the order. It was the bottom of the order that gave him a little bit of a challenge there. But, yeah, so far, like you said, John, 5 Ks on the day and relatively weak contact. So we'll see what he can do here up against Jack Tate, Paul Fontana, and Ryan Tulo.
Yeah, that's the heart of the order. 3-4-5 for Wantagh. As Wantagh leaving a couple of base runners on base last inning. You got the leadoff walk and then single by Cole Spinelli, but Torres able to bear down, struck out A.J. Barty on an inside curveball, and then got Tommy Wunderlich to pop out to end the inning. And here is Tate, struck out swinging in his first at-bat, and attacks the first pitch, carves it in the air, right side. Girardi on the dive, makes the play, one away.
Good job there by Girardi calling off Torres and getting under the ball, managing to make the catch. And again, that consistently weak contact, you'll see here. Nice job sliding. Torres gets out of the way and 1 out. But they're having a tough time making any kind of solid contact off Torres this morning. It's afternoon now.
Yeah, you only had the single to right by Spinelli. Other than that, it's been weak pop-ups, and it's really been it for Torres, as Paul Fontana was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat.
I feel like this inning is going to tell you everything you need to know about Torres. Again, he's at the heart of the order, 4th inning, pretty dialed in. The heater is working magically for him. Off speed's been a little inconsistent, but he's, again, not getting any kind of hard contact hit against him. So Torres doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, and his last outing was a week ago, Thursday against Mineola. Went 5 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned. As he walked 1 and struck out 6 in a 3-1 loss to Mineola. Plainedge was still able to win that series 2-1, dropping the finale. Two strikes and a wave and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Jackson Torres. There's 2 away in the 4th.
And whiffing Fontana twice, once looking, once swinging. He's doing what he's got to do today, Jackson Torres. Take a look at it here. And a beautiful break. And a tough swing there for Fontana, missing.
Ryan Tulo bounced out to Torres in his first at-bat. Takes a fastball that sits inside.
John, you mentioned that the playoffs on Varsity Media. This is a kid you want to tune in and watch in the playoffs.
Yeah, certainly Jackson Torres. Taylor Nitch as well, another good pitcher for Plainedge. And, you know, it all comes down to how good your starting pitching is and when it's coming together at the right time. And we didn't even mention Aiden McCarthy for Plainedge as well. They've got a deep pitching rotation that can go and give a lot of length in every ball game.
Yeah, I got to see McCarthy do some nice work out of relief this week, too. They do. They have enough arms that they can mix and match, and if anybody gets in trouble, be able to comfortably put somebody else in.
Fastball just misses as Torres trying to dart it on that outside corner and not getting the call.
I think I mentioned to you early, too, John. I got to see Torres play some quarterback this year in a backup role.
3-1, misses out, hits the outside corner.
He throws that football as fast as he throws the baseball. It's insane.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him throw a football, I was like, how old is this kid? BBs.
3-2 coming. On the ground to short. Jack Craigalow. And another 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Torres. He's thrown up 4 goose eggs as we go to the bottom of the 4th. A 1-0 lead for Plainedge on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Dante does it again! Defensive play. Dante Padaro. Yellow ties it up.
Move by Yeso steps up and scores.
A jump shot for Nell.
welcome you back. Bottom of the fourth inning. Raise some dough with Blaze Pizza. Host your next fundraising event with Blaze Pizza, both in-store and online, and receive a 20% donation on your group. Providing custom flyers, which invites supporters to the event. You can distribute them physically or digitally as PDFs, and during the event, your supporters present the flyers, and they get the discount. At the event, Blaze Pizza puts a check in the mail for 20% of your net sales. And you open up your mailbox, sign the check, and that's it. Put it in the bank. Blaze Pizza wants to make it as easy as possible. So for today's game, Blaze has opened up a fundraising channels in Hicksville for the whole week. Come in and present your team flyers and get cash back to support your team. Chris Danzillo delivers a first pitch breaking ball into Taylor Nitch. Check that second pitch, and the count is 1-1. Nitch struck out looking his first time up. Foul tipped off the glove of Barty, 1-2. 7-8-9 due up for the Red Devils. Got a 1-0 lead against Danzillo. He's allowed the 1 run on 3 hits. Plainedge has left 5 runners on base.
They are the only one note across home plate so far, so they'll take that, the 1-0 lead. But they do want to try to make better use of those runners in scoring position.
There's a swing and a miss. And down goes Nitch for the first out.
Second time Nitch struck out today. First time looking, second time swinging. So both strikeouts today for Danzillo against Taylor Nitch.
Brings up the left fielder Nick Miller in the 8-hole. Single to right his first time up.
And Miller hit that ball really well. Good contact there. Driving it all the way to the fence. We'll see if he can get something going here for Plainedge.
Pitch missed outside, no pitch, and I think music went off during the pitch, so home plate umpire not counting that, and count holds at 0-1.
Yeah, the umpire trying to figure something out over there. Instructing Plainedge dugout to lower it.
And Danzillo pours it in, and ahead in the count, 0-2.
Danzillo challenging the hitters a little bit more this inning, throwing them all right in the strike zone. That one just missing outside.
He's got a lot of movement on that two-seam fastball. And when his breaking stuff is on, he's tough to get around on. Fastball hitting the air out to center field. Raging to his left is Jack Tate. And battling the sun makes the catch. And Miller's retired for the second out.
Yeah, over in the second inning, it was the same exact batters that went, and he made quick work of them with a strikeout and then a double play. Miller did hit that hard single, got out of it with a 4-6-3 double play.
On the ground to first, Fontana the feed in time. The covering Danzillo gets Jack Craigelo out for the out number 3. 4 in the books, 1-0 Plainedge on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Rob Anderson, that was a closer play at first base than we thought. Jack Craigelo hit a grounder to the first base side, and it looked as if he beat the covering Danzillo. And we'll slow it down. Danzillo just didn't get up the line in time, and what do you think there?
I'm going to say that he was safe looking at the replay, and Coach Fratrick also saying he was safe. There was a little bit of an argument there. They don't have the luxury of replay at the high school level, but, immediately that was our reaction from up here. And regardless, you don't get that one back, but it's a 3-up, 3-down situation for Danzillo now with a little help from perhaps the first base ump.
Well, and that'll bring Jackson Torres back to the mound. Still a 1-0 lead. Torres has retired the last 5 in a row, as they'll deal the 6, 7, 8 due up in the order. Ryan Canigliaro, who struck out swinging back in the second inning, leads off inning number 5 against the freshman birthday boy. Torres, first pitch hit on the ground, through for a base hit past the diving Colon. As Canigliaro jumps on the first pitch, whacks it into left, and a leadoff single for the Warriors.
Yeah, Canigliaro has the ability to be an aggressive hitter, and you saw it there. First pitch swinging. You got to love it. Try to get Torres a little bit off his groove.
Third time in 5 innings now that Wantagh's had the leadoff man on. As here's Lou DeLuca. He walked his first time up. Pickoff throw over to first, and Canigliaro dives back safely.
And so far for Torres, out of 14 batters, 10 first pitch strikes. So smart to take a swing there.
Back-to-back pickoff throws. Canigliaro, a couple of stolen bases on the year. 4 attempts. With that hit, now extends his hitting streak to 4 straight games. Pitch misses above the letters.
I guess that one just a little bit high, but a good heater there.
Short lead off of first, and Canigliaro gets back.
Yeah, so far Torres has been paying a lot of attention anytime there's a runner over on first. He's thrown over quite a bit today.
Pitcher DeLuca inside, it hit him. The breaking ball did not bend. And the first 2 hitters aboard were Shane Russo.
Yeah, the Warriors got something brewing with a runner in scoring position. A hit and a hit by pitch.
Well, chance at redemption for Russo in his first at-bat. Tried to lay down the bunt, popped it up, and went right into the glove of Mike Colon, so an unsuccessful sacrifice. And we'll see if Keith Sachs will put on the bunt again as we'll get a pinch runner coming on for Wantagh. Just waiting to see who grabs the helmet, but it looks like it's going to be Dom Cusimano.
And you said it, John. There's a chance for him to lay down a clean bunt, move the runners over. No outs this time. Last time it was 1 out.
And so that's going to bring out a meeting of the minds at the mound. Colin Fratrick, I think, just trying to calm down his freshman, but also get his defense in line here. And, we don't see many teams run the wheel play anymore on bunts, where you just give them second base and try and get the lead runner. We'll see what Plainedge has up their arsenal.
What are you thinking?
I'm asking you.
Wow, you're asking me. I got a little distracted for a moment. My guess is they're going to probably cleanly get the out at first base and let Torres do his thing. He is at a part of the order now with Russo and Sinelli. Sinelli got the base hit off him, so you don't underestimate this part of the lineup, but this is a part of the lineup that's been struggling offensively. I wouldn't be surprised, too, if you see Torres pinching him down and in a little bit if he can.
Nick Girardi, the first baseman, pinching in. And Torres, the step off. Got the third baseman, Colon, even with the bag. As Plainedge will try and get the lead runner. Pulls back the bunt, snap throw down to second base, and hits off the runner, but ranging over to pick it up is Kriegelo.
I like that look a lot right there. Challenging it and just missing with the throw. So it's a good job there. Keep them on their toes. Get that out and you'll have Wantagh losing their minds.
Big part of the ball game for Wantagh. They put up 7 runs yesterday. A lot of their damage was early. They haven't been able to figure out Torres as Girardi just really sneaking in. And Russo pulls back, takes a strike, 1-1.
I think a little bit of a head game there, too. A little gamesmanship there. Challenging him and open up his hands like a hockey goalie.
Russo hitless in his last 9 at-bats, and don't anticipate the old butcher boy. 1-1. Bunted foul, 1-2.
I'll tell you, as much as I appreciate the way that Girardi's playing this, he takes a cut, you can get hurt pretty badly. He's literally like maybe 4 feet away from the hitter.
They're really living on the edge there. He's pitching in like Keith Hernandez, Don Mattingly back in the day. See if they keep the bunt on. A ball and 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners on first and second. A 1-0 lead for Plainedge. Torres kicks and fires. Just low, 2-2.
Yeah, it's a tough one to take there, but it's a ball, so right decision there. Cologne playing pretty standard over at third base, not charging at all.
Now time called at the plate. One underrated part of Torres's mentality so far is that he doesn't get into a consistent rhythm, and by that I mean he's throwing at a certain cadence. He's mixing it up and keeping everybody on their toes, as that's fought off foul. Count 2-2. You'll see the long set, slide step, sometimes speed it up.
Yeah.
Those are all traits that good pitchers possess, and Torres with a high ceiling, at least displaying that. He's only a freshman.
Because it shows a maturity on the mound well beyond his years.
Well, he's 14 now.
The big 1-4.
Line drive caught by Cologne at third, and everybody has to go back. Put a star on that play. Mike Cologne spearing it out of the air. There's one away.
Yeah, heck of a play there by Cologne. And I love that as soon as he caught it, he just looked back, both those runners, completely aware of the situation. Take another look. 2 steps to the right and a leap. And then ready to dial it up to any of the bags if anybody was waiting. Fantastic job, and might have just saved his team a lot of damage.
Cole Spinelli takes up and in. Well, that had extra base hit, or at least tie game, written all over it.
Torres better share a slice of birthday cake with him.
Share a whole Blaze pizza pie.
There you go. Best present you can get today.
2 straight high. And so Torres with a 2-0 count. AJ Barty looming on deck. That's exactly what Torres needed as he moves a fastball on the outer half, and it's 2-1. Spinelli with one of the 2 hits today, a single to right, his first time up. And a step off by Torres.
Yeah, Spinelli had a nice hit there, and really one of only 2 solid hits on the day against Torres.
Skied foul, out of play. And so the count even at 2-2. Well, first brush with adversity today for Torres. And there's Wantagh. And a couple of runners on in the 3rd inning, but aided by their defense, Torres was able to get out of it. Looking for the punch out here, or a double play. 2-2 coming. Just outside, and the count's run full.
I think he thought he had it there. Having trouble. It's the bottom half of this order that's been giving him the fits today. And a really good take as the count runs full.
See if they put the runners in motion, and that's what Fratrick was telling his team to be wary of as Torres stepped off.
There is one out.
Pitch. Inside, he walked him. And so the bases are loaded for the main commit, A.J. Barty. And Barty one of many players on this game that will be playing at the next level. Barty hitless in 2 at-bats, a walk and a strikeout. And there you see Barty's going to Maine, Jack Tate at Adelphi, and then Paul Fontana at Queens College. Paul following in the steps of his brother Anthony, who played for the Knights last year. As Barty takes high, 1-0.
And he'll be with his teammate Shane Russo over at Queens College. A.J. Barty up in Maine.
Well, he's joining another slugger from Long Island, and Evan Boschnagel, who played 4 years at Chaminade High School. Of course, playing his final 2 years on the varsity squad, winning a state championship in the 22 season.
I think I would have liked college in Maine.
I would have liked college in Maine this time of year.
Yeah, perfect. Even in the winter, I don't mind.
Well, that's why you're a different breed.
Mountain man.
Torres trying to get over the mountain, and his pitching staff so far has figured out Barty. As Torres ahead in the count 0-2, bases full of Warriors. In the top of the 5th inning, a 1-0 lead for Plainedge. Here's the pitch. Fastball dives outside, 1-2.
Nice job there behind the dish to save it, Rosenzweig.
It was a high set, the pitch. And misses outside again, so Barty laying off those sliders that Torres trying to get him to chase, and you've got a 3-time All-County player at the dish with a good eye as he does. Not an easy person to strike out.
No, see if he mixes it up and tries to go inside now. Twice low and outside.
Pitch.
Inside.
Popped up, left side of the infield, and the catch by Carigolo for the second out. Interesting, neither one of the umpires signaled for the infield fly roll. It wasn't up that long. But either way, a king-size second out. And that'll bring up Tommy Wunderlich.
And you got to love the pitch selection there. Going inside was the move. You know, sending 2 to the outside, jammed him up. And now it's just get it to the easiest base. Again, it's kind of, we talked about it, the irony. Torres having trouble with that bottom of the order, you know, and these are guys that have been struggling at the dish. Top of the order, he's been doing a pretty darn good job. And for Danzillo, it's the opposite.
Tommy Wunderlich drives it to deep right field. Forget it, it's gone! A grand slam for Tommy Wunderlich. And the Warriors pull in front 4-1.
I spoke too soon. Wunderlich getting all of that one, and it flew right past us. That one's bouncing on the football field behind us. What a shot. When you can clear the net, John, that's a heck of a shot, and we'll take a look here. Fastball up, and a beautiful swing, unaided by the wind, and that thing flies right past us in right field, and it's a grand salami. Doesn't get better than that, my goodness.
This Wantagh offense, you knew eventually they would string along something, and they finally get the big blow by Tommy Wunderlich as Torres delivers high. For Wunderlich, that's his first home run of the year for the junior, who came into today hitting .348, and that's got to boost his confidence. Now a 4-1 lead for Wantagh.
It's an absolutely incredible shot. Only the 3rd hit of the day, but making those walks and the hit by pitch count. 4 across the dish.
Breaking ball high, and now for Torres, just trying to get through 5 innings, and we'll see if Plainedge will go to the bullpen as that pitch count starts to creep up on Torres. Winds and fires. Center of the diamond. Carigolo there, the shortstop, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Tommy Wunderlich's grand slam puts the Warriors in front 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media. Chris Danzillo with a little run support as Wantagh with a 4-1 lead over Plainedge. And with that said, it's a big week, a big 2 weeks on the Varsity Media Sports Network, and we've got some fun ones coming up this week. Thursday, right back on the diamond. Farmingdale-Massapequa, game 3 of 3 in that series, and then we'll see Massapequa a few times on this schedule. Boys lacrosse on Friday, girls lacrosse next Tuesday. Plainedge again, boys lax on May 8th, and then Huntington Connecticut as well, and of course, Chaminade St. Anthony's on the 7th. You don't want to miss it. Go to youtube.com/varsitymedia. Chris Danzillo delivers a first pitch breaking ball that misses outside to Nick Girardi for ball 1. Girardi singled and came around to score in the 3rd inning. He flew out to left in the 1st. And now 2 straight out of the zone to Girardi. Well, Jackson Torres was efficient through the first 4 innings, ran into a little bit of trouble, and then Tommy Wunderlich with the bomb into right center field, clearing the bleachers where we're standing, and Wantagh now in front 4-1. Two-one pitch on the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, and John, behind us, a couple of young Plainedge athletes out there practicing baseball, and they just took the souvenir and practicing with it out there.
Free baseball.
Free baseball.
That pitch. Check that. That's going to be a strike. They'll say Girardi leaned over the plate. Thought he was hit by a pitch. Home plate umpire said he didn't get out of the way. That's strike 3.
And there's going to be another conversation right now.
Yeah, but while that conversation's happening, that is the Blaze fast-fired strikeout. And you can swing by your local Blaze Pizza by ordering online or over the phone. And they'll be ready to fire up your perfect pizza for delivery or choose to pick up your order in store. There you see over the plate, a la Michael Conforto. Girardi thought that he had the hit by pitch. It's strike 3 regardless, and 1 away to begin the home half of the 5th inning.
And you can tell right now, Coach Fratrick definitely probably feeling a certain way. Thought he had one at first base. That should have been called safe. Get that strikeout right after a grand slam. You know that feeling as a coach. You're starting to get very frustrated, and the only person you can really take it out on is the umpire.
And of course, starting to get late into this game, too, in the 5th inning. Chopper to 3rd. As Tulo fires over to 1st. And it's a foul ball. So all of that just for strike 1. But you're right, Nick Girardi could change a game on the base paths. And now trailing by 3, you want to start to generate some traffic, move the line, and like we said, in only a 7-inning game, you don't know if you're going to get Girardi up at the plate again. There's a swing and a miss, and down goes Cologne. 2 up, 2 down to begin the 5th for Chris Danzillo.
And you got to like the way Danzillo's responding to getting a few runs in the back pocket. Maybe a little more comfort up there, but 2 Ks now this inning, where he's only had 2 in the game thus far. Here's another look at it, and that ball outside, and Cologne just swinging, trying to make contact with anything there.
First pitch to Bobby Westcott poured in there for a strike. It's 0-1 as Danzillo works quickly. And a breaking ball in the dirt. Some activity in the Plainedge bullpen as Nick Williams, the junior, was warming up. And you'd have to assume that he would come in to begin the 6th inning.
Yeah, Williams trotting in now after getting a few throws in.
If you're Wantagh, this is what you want out of your starter after getting some run support to throw up a goose egg. Lifted foul down the left field line.
And that went up on the roof of the high school.
Bobby Westcott trying to raise the roof. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trailing by 3. The pitch. Little poke left field. Balling fast, but there is Tommy Wunderlich to make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Danzillo. We go to the 6th. 4-1 Wantagh on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Jackson Torres back out for the 6th inning, and while we have a moment, Blaze Pizza says, let us cater your next pizza party, school event, or even on-site business meeting. We've partnered with Easy Cater to provide your group large order options that are easy to select and sure to be the most popular guest at your event. Use the QR code on the screen, or simply put in your address at the top of the page, select the restaurant nearest to you, and you'll be directed to a secure order site through Easy Cater, and they'll do the rest. From guiding you through how much food to order to securely taking your payment and arranging a delivery professional. Feeding your group just got a whole lot easier. I can't think of anybody who would show up to a party with a pizza and not automatically be the life of the party. Maybe I'm just not going to the right parties.
No, you're not. You're not. And it depends on the toppings, too, I think, a lot of times.
Well, the good thing with Blaze, they've got over 30 toppings, so you really can't go wrong. And I don't think it was about the pizzas that I brought, as this one is lifted down the left field line, giving chase is Nick Miller. A dive, and he makes the play in foul territory for out number 1. Wow, what a play. Nick Miller down the line. Talk about the life of the party. Nick Miller, long way to run.
Yeah, Miller doing a really nice job recognizing where the fence is. Took one quick glance and a sliding catch. Made it look real easy out there, John.
That's a huge out to the cleanup hitter in Paul Fontana. And now the first pitch breaking ball to Ryan Tulo. Stays inside.
So I got to like that Coach Fratrick has the confidence to run Torres back out there after a tough inning.
Whacked foul right side.
To that point, you know, only 2 hits given up. Just one of them was the long ball.
No, you're right. That was really it. It was Plainedge. His offense has really been stifled by Danzillo. Line to center field. And it's down for a base hit. Ryan Tulo picks up his first hit of the day.
Tulo showing off that sweet swing right there. Just perfectly level. Finds a sweet spot and dumps it into center field for a base hit. Tulo's got a really pretty swing.
He does, and he's got a good first step as well on first base. The faster runners for Wantagh. As this brings up Ryan Canigliaro, 1 for 2 on the day, came around to score on the grand slam. And he got the party started last inning with a single to left field against Torres. First pitch fastball hit in the air, deep center field, chasing back Nitch at the wall, looking up, and it's gone. Or check that, it goes high off the wall. They say it's in play. Here comes a throw to the plate, the tag in time. Everybody in the ballpark thought it was gone. It was not. They rule it in play, and now Ryan Tulo's cut down at the plate. We'll have to take another look. It looked like the netting was moving over here, Rob. But
yeah, I'm trying to. It feels like everybody's trying to figure things out. Beautiful swing there, elevates it, and let's take a look. Yeah, hit the net, John. So what's the home run?
I guess that counts as a real.
It looked like it hit the net.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Maybe Plainedge changes the dimensions of the field when they're hitting and when they're not.
Well, either way, a big second out at the plate as Canigliaro, after all of that, is just a double. And Tulo's thrown out at the plate.
Yeah, let's give credit there to Taylor Nitsch to get that ball in quick. A nice throw to create that opportunity to get the out at the plate. And Rosenzweig with a nice tag. And some major, major, major damage control. But Torres starting to get hit a little bit harder.
Well, he just needs one more out to get through 6. And if he can keep this a 4-1 game, Plainedge will have the heart of the order due up in the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-5-6, with DeSantis, Parpan, and Rosenweig.
Nice off-speed pitch there for a strike. And I got to say, I didn't expect Torres to come out this inning when we saw some action in the bullpen. And he is getting hit kind of hard now.
Right back up the middle. Here's Jack Kriegelo. Shuffles over and flips it over to first. And the inning is over. Well, a fantastic play. Taylor Nitsch to cut down the runner at the plate. Keeps it 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. That man, Keith Sachs, needs no introduction. Of course, a longtime head coach. 30 seasons, 5 Long Island championships, over 500 wins, and he's got to love what he's seeing out of his squad today and how resilient they've been.
Yeah, he knows winning, and right now his team is showing winning. Jackson Torres was doing a fantastic job, and then all of a sudden just one high pitch, grand salami, he's up 4-1. And like we said, Coach Sachs earlier, picking apart the things that didn't go well. Hopefully he can enjoy this one if they can hold on.
Something that's been going positively for him has been his starter, Chris Danzillo, who has not been as dominant but has been efficient and has pitched to contact and has really been good on the mound so far as DeSantis waves and misses. DeSantis reached on an error in the first, walked in the third, was lifted for a courtesy runner. Now behind the count, 1-2. The pitch. Driven in the air, deep right field. Chasing back. Wunderlich to the wall. It's gone. Tom DeSantis gets one back as he parks it over the right field fence. And for DeSantis, that's his first home run of the year, and that makes it 4-2.
And what a shot. And look at Tom turning third. He's jumping around and happy, getting his team back in the mix. And what a shot it was. Pull hitter. Gets all of it. And take a look at, no doubt about it, clears the net. Maybe that's what it takes for a home run around here. You got to clear that net. But we've seen 2. And I got to say, those are 2 shots right there, John. As short as that part of the field is, it takes quite a bit of power to find it over that net, and a second one bouncing on the track.
Well, that's the one thing about this field is that it's not cookie cutter, and it actually juts out. So you're getting an additional 20 feet down the right field line, and either way, DeSantis, regardless if it was 20 feet in or 20 feet further, he crushed it.
And we did mention it earlier. While it's sunny, 64 degrees out here today, the wind is blowing in. So you got to get a good shot on that ball. Nothing's getting carried out.
Jake Parpan is the hitter for Plainedge. Couple of walks and 2 at-bats. And the pitch, this is outside. Both teams already playing long ball, and that's something that Keith Sachs told us before the game, that this is a smaller park. You can, if you could give it a ride or put it in the air, there's a chance it goes out. And we thought we saw 3 home runs today, 2 no-doubters. Check swing. Parpan goes around. Strike 3. 5th strikeout for Danzillo, and there's one away in the 6th. And so this brings up Zach Rosenwhite, one of the captains on this Plainedge squad. Fielder's choice and a ground out in 2 at-bats against Danzillo. He's just allowed the 3 hits as Plainedge has left 5 runners on base through the first 5 1/3 innings. Pitch in the air, right center field. It's Jack Tate and Cole Spinelli, and Spinelli makes the play. 2 away.
Yeah, good conversation out there. Looked like Jack Tate recognized that Spinelli was going to get under the ball and slid to get out of his way. Typically, center fielder would take control of that situation, but once Spinelli got under it, Tate got out of his way, and we've got 2 outs.
That'll bring up Taylor Nitch. Tough day at the office for Nitch. Couple of strikeouts against Danzillo.
And they want Taylor on the base paths. He's got wheels.
Trying to spark a rally with nobody on, 2 outs, last half of the 6th. And that fastball grooves in there.
So I wonder if we're going to see Torres coming on in the 7th inning, or if they're going to go to the pen. Not sure where the pitch count is right now.
Well, both of these teams will have off tomorrow, and then Game 3 is on Thursday, and that's a 5 o'clock start. A school back in session after the holiday break. But as we go down the stretch, just one more series for Plainedge, Rob, and you'd like to think that if you can get one more inning out of Torres, Fratrick at least has a fresh bullpen for Game 3. But with the Wantagh bats, that might not be the case. Flared foul right side.
Yeah, Torres still throwing strikes with all his pitches. Just, again, some hard contact in that last inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Whacked foul, out of play again.
Another backyard souvenir.
Gavin Deignan warming up behind the Wantagh dugout. No traditional bullpens out here. 2-2 again. Good at bat by Nitch to stay alive.
And we've said it before. We've been to Plainedge a few times. Absolutely one of the most beautiful sports complexes in any high school, anywhere, never mind Long Island.
100%. 2-2 again. Just stays alive.
They turfed everything. That football field is state-of-the-art, beautiful scoreboard. And then across from us is that fitness center. And, John, I got a tour of that. My goodness. It is insane.
Right down the middle. Strike 3 called. As Nitch has the hat trick. And that's the 6th strikeout for Danzillo. We go to the 7th. 4-2 Wantagh on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning, a 4-2 lead for Wantagh as Nick Williams comes out of the bullpen for Plainedge. Jackson Torres went the first 6 innings, and now Williams trying to keep this a 4-2 game on the Varsity Media Sports Network as Wantagh looking for the series victory. They won 7-5 yesterday and a much better pitching performance today, and now trying to add some insurance as we begin the 7th inning. In the bottom third of the order, Shane Russo to lead it off for the Warriors, Rob.
And Torres' final stat line is 6 innings pitched, 4 hits. He got 6 Ks, 4 walks on the day, 4 earned, and all of them coming off that one big hit. Williams going to look to just keep him in this game so Plainedge could have a dramatic finish in the bottom of the 7th.
Nick Williams, junior right-hander, doesn't throw as hard as Torres as the first pitch popped in the air. Right side, Girardi. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the 7th.
Take that every single time. And that's going to bring up Spinelli.
Spinelli, a fine play in right field last inning.
Been on base.
No walk in 2 at
I
bats.
was going to say, been on base twice today. One of the first and only hits early on against Torres. So today for the Warriors, it's that bottom of the lineup really doing most of the damage as far as getting on base is concerned. And then obviously the big hit there, big 5th inning for Wantagh.
Of course, stay with us after the game. We mentioned that there is, at least for our Wantagh and Plainedge audience and those in the Hicksville area, special promotion by Blaze Pizza. Well, the winner of this game, too, will get a nice little treat as well, and we'll speak to our players of the game afterwards as Wantagh with a 4-2 lead in the top of the 7th inning, trying to win this series against Plainedge. And, of course, with the playoffs coming up and everything, Rob, you just want to secure all tiebreakers possible.
Yeah, it's an important game for both of these teams right now.
I'll look it up right now.
And Wantagh wouldn't mind a little insurance in this inning, show what they can do.
Spinelli, a good eye at the plate. Williams, fastball, slider, changeup. And the breaking pitch misses upstairs.
Yeah, definitely a different look than Torres. Like you said, he doesn't have the heat. His breaking pitches have a little bit movement, a little bit more movement, slower movement.
Lays off the payoff pitch and a 1-out walk. As Spinelli reaches base for the 3rd time today.
And that'll bring it to A.J. Barty. Barty on base once today with that walk, and you know he wants to get a big hit here.
Baseball's a funny game. If you were to tell Colin Fratrick that he would keep A.J. Barty hitless through the first 2 games and say, okay, we're in a good spot. This is a double play ball. Kriegelo over to Parpan, the turn, scoop, in time, a 6-4-3 double play. Plainedge looks to rally in the bottom of the 7th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Chris Danzillo's throwing a masterpiece. He's allowed just 2 runs in the first 6 innings of work, but he's going to have his work cut out for him as he deals to 8-9-1 in the 7th inning as the bottom of the order has hit him hard so far today. And Danzillo now 3 outs away from completing his first complete game of the year, Rob.
Yeah, Danzillo settling down nicely as the game went on. A little couple gaps in that first inning. 3rd, he got hit a little bit, but at the moment, 6 innings pitched. He's got 5 Ks, 4 walks, 4 hits, 2 earned. One of those earned, that big home run there by Tom DeSantis, and that was a no-doubter. So a couple balls flying out of the park today. A lot of fun. One that we thought was out of the park, but you know, I'm looking too, John, and there's a fence above the red. You see, like there's like an extra 6 feet. I wonder if that's maybe the marker, but I don't know. We're never going to get an explanation, and they don't do the replays in New York. So,
well, here's Nick Miller. He'll lead it off. The left fielder is 1 for 2 on the day. He singled to right in the second inning. Flew out to center in the fourth. As Danzillo fires in a strike. And that two-seamer's working today, Rob.
Yeah, Miller did it. The first hit, hard contact. Got it all the way out to the outfield. Miller's got a really nice swing.
Line to right. Let's see if it stays up. Spinelli on a dive. And he made the catch. Cole Spinelli laying out and robbing Nick Miller of an extra base hit.
No, okay. I thought it bounced. Personally.
Well, listen, we don't have the replay, and unfortunately for these umpires, they don't have assisted replay either.
No.
And so there's no challenge there, at least not for now.
No challenge there. Good sell job if it was. Otherwise, a fantastic catch regardless. And the umpiring crews had their work cut out for them today. And that's going to bring on Michael Colon. Colon having a very good game in the field. Made that beautiful catch over at third. So defensively showing what he can do. And offensively, he's on base a couple times. So Colon looking to get something started here for them. Oh, sorry. Gregolo. Gregolo looking to get something started for them here. I'm all over the place.
It's all good. Danzillo all over the place, too, on those first couple of pitches. Gregolo today grounded into a double play and grounded out to first in his 2 at-bats, 0 for 2.
Right,
and that's on the inside corner. Strike 3 called as Danzillo fires in his 6th strikeout of the game. And the Plainedge Red Devils down to their final out. And it'll be Nick Girardi showing off his speed earlier today as Keith Sachs goes out there to talk it over with his pitcher. And we'll see if there is a pitching change with 1 out. But while Girardi's at the plate, we'll take you back to that stolen base earlier. As Girardi really showing off the wheels. We talk about him being a 5-tool player. And Girardi showing off the speed. Danzillo's going to come off with the top of the order due up. And what a great day for Danzillo. But while we have a moment for Girardi, it's time for our Speed Island speedy play of the game. And Nick Girardi way back in the 3rd inning, getting a stolen base, coming around to score on the RBI single by Mike Colon. And there you see, he could do it all, Rob.
Yeah, you can see him chugging away, and a beautiful slide, some hard contact there. He did beat the ball. But, yeah, Nick Girardi, again, he's a big boy, too. He's coming at you. If I'm the second baseman, I might try to jump out of the way also.
Improve your speed today with Onyx Salva and the gang located in Garden City. Book a session at speedislandny.com. Well, the new pitcher for Wantagh is Gavin Deignan. 2-1 on the year. He's already got a save and now looking for his 2nd save of the year. A 4.04 ERA as he's allowed 13 runs, 10 of them earned. Walked 19, struck out 22. And usually the number 3 starter in a series, but with an off day tomorrow, if he can get the out here on Girardi, we'll see if he goes out there to pitch and start the game on Thursday, or regardless, not a high-leverage situation for Deignan looking for the save.
No, like you said, Deignan, if he's got his control, he can get the Ks. 19 walks to 22 strikeouts, so it's really a matter of control, finding that strike zone and taking care of Girardi. Girardi's a guy they don't want to see on base. He can cause some damage, but coming in with 2 outs right now, trying to lock this game down for Danzillo, who finished with a line of 6 2/3 innings pitched, 6 Ks, 4 walks, 4 hits, 2 earned. So this is his game to win at the moment.
Girardi singled and came around to score in the 3rd inning. Other than that, he's 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a flyout. Still lefty-lefty matchup as the southpaw Deignan. His fastball misses low, 1-0.
I always wonder how, Danzillo, how he feels coming out of a game like this when you're 6 2/3, almost a complete game. Unless it's a pitch count situation, you wonder if the competitor in him gets frustrated coming out of a game like this.
No, you're right, but if it was maybe a 6-2 game or higher, he stays in it, but that's not the case right now. Keith Sachs just looking for the victory and feels that Deignan can do that for him. Pitch. That skips over Girardi, who ducks out of the way. The breaking ball doesn't bend.
Yeah, it does a good job getting out of the way of the ball, and He wants to get on base the hard way.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Gavin Deegan K's Nick Girardi as he picks up his second save of the inning. Wantagh with a big blow in the fifth, a grand slam by Tommy Wonderlick. Plates all 4 runs for the Warriors as they win it 4-2 on the road and secure the series victory.
Yeah, tremendous game by both teams. I mean, it was a pitching duel. Torres doing a fine job other than that 5th inning where he got beat up, and Danzillo showing what he could do. John, this is a nice precursor to what we're going to see in the playoffs, and both of these teams poised and ready to go. It's going to be a fun playoff season here for both Plainedge and Wantagh.
For Chris Danzillo, he picks up his 5th win of the year. He's 5-0 on the season. Jackson Torres gets the loss. We'll step aside. Blaze Pizza postgame show when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
When it comes to advertising, are you hitting the right audience? Why waste your time with television or a free print publication that's given out at a local deli? Varsity Media has your back. With a following of over 50,000 and a local demographic ranging between the ages of 18 and 54 years old, it's time to get that return on investment. Plus, here's the best part. Your ad lives forever on our YouTube page. And with a large on-demand audience, it's a grand slam to advertise with Varsity Media. Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
All right, folks, and now it is time for the Blaze Fast-Fired post-game show. We're going to send it down to the field with John Perez.
And we welcome you back to Plainedge High School. Wantagh secures the series victory over Plainedge. I'm here by our 2 players of the game. It's Tommy Wonderlick as well as Christian Danzillo. Tommy, we'll start with you. Big grand slam in the 5th inning. What were you seeing in that at-bat?
I was looking for a fastball. I got it. I just went the other way with it. It felt great.
And, with that said, Jackson Torres was efficient on the mound so far. What did you guys start to see second and third time through the order to give you guys success?
Second and third at bat, we were taking balls, and then we hit the fastballs that were there.
I got to ask you, how much does it energize you as a hitter and the rest of the lineup when you've got Christian Danzillo throwing zeros up there?
Feels great. He was throwing good out there. We were playing good D behind him. It was a great win.
So, Christian, unfortunately, pitch count really got the end of it. Otherwise, you would have had a complete game there. But what was working so well for you on the mound today? And here, come on closer. Let's hear you.
Just the 2-seam was bashing in on the lefties. Slider was working. Just everything looked good on the outside and inside.
And a pretty good fielded game, too, as well. You don't have the typical, 10 to 15 strikeout per game, but you're able to induce contact. How much faith do you have in the rest of the defense to get those outs for you?
I have plenty of faith. My boy Cole Spinelli, big catch in the last inning. Could have been a whole different inning. It's a lot. Ryan Canigliaro up the middle, wherever he is, right there. It was a huge play when I could have made the play at home at the pitcher mound, but I didn't get it.
What does a win like this and a series win say about you guys at this point of the year?
I'm very excited to see what we can do in the playoffs.
All right, well, we're very excited for our Blaze. Like we said, it's our Blaze Pizza post-game show, so because of that, Wantagh and the rest of the team, they get free pizza as well at the Hicksville location, so they're very excited about that. Fellas, congratulations on the victory. That's Tommy and Christian as well. Rob, we'll send it back up to you. Good job, guys. It has
We'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on the Varsity Media Network. For our executive producer, Ben Turchin, our technical director, Chris Sweeney, on the cameras today, Travis DeLuise and Dan Acevedo, John Perez on play-by-play, and I'm Rob Anderson. Thank you once again for joining us here at Plainedge High School on the Varsity Media Network.